Hey everybody, this is Alosha, your San Diego adventure guide, and today is part 1 of my 8-part series on the Los Penasquitos Canyon Preserve. And today, I am featuring the Cara Knott Memorial Bridge, as well as the Crime Victims Memorial Garden, which is just off Mercy Road, right off the 15. Once you're on Mercy Road, head east and make a U-turn at Scripps Highland Drive. Drive about 500 feet, and right before the on-ramp back on the 15, turn right onto Caraway. It's very easy to miss, so drive slow and be ready to turn right. Once you're there, keep driving until you get to the cul-de-sac, and this is where you should park. So I'm here at the Cara Knott Memorial Garden and the Victims Garden, and behind me you can see that there's some art display. Over here where the gate is, that's where you go to the Penasquitos pump station and the path to get you to the Memorial Garden. And while you can't access it by car unless you are an authorized vehicle that works at the Penasquitos pump station, you are allowed to walk through it. There's a little entrance right back here that I'll show you in a second. If you go back here, this is actually a bike path that maybe used to be a bike path. It still is a bike path, but the cars can drive here technically. I was just there shooting some videos of the bridge, but these little metal things, I think there used to be more of them, these metal barricades. I don't know what they're actually called. Somebody in the comments, please tell me. And so, yeah, you can technically drive down there. Doesn't say you can't, but go at your own risk. Okay, now we're gonna go down this way to show you guys the pump station and the gardens that are down there. This art display is known as Rock of Ages, and as far as I know, they themselves are a separate exhibit and don't have anything to do with the actual memorial garden, but they are still pretty cool nonetheless. You'll see a handful of them as you walk down the path, and here's a plaque with some more information if you want to pause the video and learn more about the art display. Less than half a mile down, you'll come to the Memorial Garden. If you don't know much about it, this garden is dedicated to the many victims of crime that took place here in San Diego, among them Cara Knott. Cara Knott was an SDSU student in the 80s who was murdered by a police officer and thrown over the pedestrian bridge. I highly recommend reading the whole story on her Wikipedia page that I've linked in the description below. Among Cara Knott, there are many other graves and displays, such as a memorial for police who were slain in the line of duty, a beautiful display of rocks, each of them representing an unsolved case, and many other victims of crime, notably Chelsea King and Amber Dubois. This garden is also one of the points of interest along the Trans-County or Sea-to-Sea Trail, which goes from the Salton Sea all the way to the Pacific Ocean. Against my own advice, I decided to drive down to the pedestrian bridge, and as you can see, there are some tire marks, but I'm still convinced that this is just a pedestrian and a bike path and not meant for cars. So please do not drive here and park up at the cul-de-sac. Now this is the Cara Knott Memorial Bridge, and where I'm standing is called the Creek Arch Bridge. Down below you can see the Los Penasquitos Creek that goes all the way from here to the Pacific Ocean. And this is another angle of the Creek Arch Bridge from the trail. As you can see, the Creek Arch Bridge is a popular place for graffiti artists and urban explorers. And this right here is the main trail that will take you all the way through Los Penasquitos Canyon Preserve. All right, now here are the important details. What is the price to get here? It is absolutely free to come here. You don't have to pay a dime. Something else that you might want to know is, can you bring dogs? And the answer is yes. You can bring dogs as long as they are on leash. And lastly, are there bathrooms in this area? No. There are no bathrooms here, but there are plenty of bushes for you to do your business. Okay, but make sure you keep that discreet. All right, that's all for the Cara Knott Memorial Garden, Cara Knott Memorial Bridge, which is right behind me as well. Or is it this one? I'm not sure. Big one, small one, big one, small one. I don't know. If you want to learn more, you can click on this link right here. Just kidding, I don't have one, but you can keep listening to me. I hope you learned something, and stay tuned because we are going to checkpoint number 2 of our all access to Los Penasquitos Canyon Preserve, which is going to be Ridgewood Park just up the road over there. Hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time.